Hello, everybody. Thank you for clicking in. We'll Fix It team here, guys, and you're a part of it. Always remember that. So please hit the like, subscribe, and share when you see these videos. It helps the algorithm significantly. So today we're going to be working on a Ford 500, but this kind of actually applies to some of the Ford Tauruses in and around this year. We're going to have to do a fuel pump swappage. And so I'm going to show you how you get to this fuel pump. This is a quick video. It's a quick how-to. And so with no further ado, let's flip the camera around and I'm going to show you real quick. Yep. Got a little mess in the floorboard, but that's just the way it is sometimes out here on the garage. But this thing here has got a system bank lean code that keeps popping up, and there's no vacuum leaks. There's no, fuel filter's been replaced. There's an EGR valve that I replaced because of a different problem altogether. So we know we've buttoned up all the normal stuff. The oxygen sensors are reading really well. They're switching even really fast, and then have to warm up all, and they're doing their thing. So watching fuel pressure, fuel pressure fluctuates in a really strange way. And so what we're going to do is we're going to give this thing a try and see if this helps. We're going to see what happens video. But to get to this fuel pump, as you can see, I've got the back seat in view right here. It's under the way you get to this is going to be through an access hole under the back seat, which is kind of nice. I said access hole, not the you heard me right. So at the edge of the seat there's a little, there's kind of hard to see, but you see this little black tab right there. We're going to push it, and then I might need both hands, but you just kind of push it and then the seat releases. And I've got the other side already loose to make this work. So let me lift the seat up out of here. Okay, so to get the seat to come up, it's kind of hung at the back there. We've actually got to push that way just a little bit. Let's see if I can do it while I'm holding my mobile device. There we go. All right, now we can get the seat up. We have access to what's going on here. We've got two holy holes, and we can peel these up right here. So I peeled the two holy holes up, and you'll notice that you don't have any fuel line connections over there on that part. You just have a electrical connector, which is a fuel gauge, and then you have the fuel line hookup and a vent hose there and the electrical hookup. And so that would be the fuel pump right here on this side, which is the passenger side. And we're going to get this out, and I'll do a quick explanations of how this works. Learn how to talk. All right. Then we're gonna put this thing back in and see what it do. But basically, the reason why I'm doing this is, like I said earlier, system bank lean code, fuel pressure is erratic, and we're gonna see what happens. Yeah. Another thing too. I'm going to take my air hose, and I'm going to blow air around this area to get rid of any of the debris so that it doesn't fall into the tank. Just for the record, that's what I'm going to do. It's got a little bit of funk going on here, but no biggie. Seen a lot worse. All right, so let me I'll take my air hose long nozzle, and we'll do that. If you don't have an air hose, you can use a shop vac. That'll be better than anything, or nothing at all anyhow. Yeah, that's basically that. Okay. So what we've got here, I try to use my normal thing just to hit around the edge to knock the ring loose that holds the fuel pump down in there, but I don't really get a really good straight shot. So I'm going to try a lever action. I'm going to use these vice grips so I can lock in on the little notch that's right here on the left, and then the same thing on the right over here, and use like a leverage action. And I have to use both hands for this, so it's really hard to do this live on camera. But we'll give it a go. I have a stand. I'll see if I can get it set up where you can see me do this. See if this works. Thing's really stuck. Usually you don't give me that much trouble. need to go counterclockwise with it. The whole gas tank loose. Okay, so that actually did work. I just had to put something behind this vice grip to keep it from spinning around, and I was able to prop it against that there and catch the little notches and use the screwdriver lever effect. That worked. I just basically, with the camera on and people watching, it just doesn't work. But you had to use a little bit longer bar on this side here to prop against that, and I used this to keep it from kicking all the way around. So that released my lock ring. So now we're going to get this out. Usually they're not that hard to get off, and so let me get this out and I'll do a little bit of explaining on how this all works. Okay, so real quick, two things I had to disconnect when I got the fuel pump released. There's a connection right here on this, which is part of the vent line for this, so that it vents off the tank fuel fumes. Then you've got this line assembly right here, which is designed to actually pull the fuel from one side to the other. It uses a recirculation recovery type deal, where when the fuel goes by to go out, it creates a low pressure, and it can draw fuel from the other side and keep it cycling so that it travels back over, because it's a saddlebag tank. So you need to be able to get fuel to transfer from one side to the other, so that you don't run one side completely down and then you have to hit a hard turn or something for it to get over that hump, and at some point it wouldn't do that. And so that's why I had to disconnect that other line. I'll show you in the car so you'll understand a little bit more. Right here, there's the vent line that I had to remove. And then you've got another connection right here. That was that smaller one for where it pulls the fuel from one side to the other. They give you a little bit of length. This one here has 0 length on it, and I want to try to keep that out of fuel if I can. And I had to just pretty much remove that little clip so that I could get that off. You should be able to push that in, but it's just really difficult because there's not much room to get there. Now, let's go ahead and get everything ready to set back in with our new gasket that goes in there, and then we'll probably reverse the procedure where we used to get the lock ring off, put a little grease on it to help it lock back in on the top side, and then I'll straighten these little parts out that I had to, that was just kind of what we had to do. All right. To do what I did to put it back on while I'm on camera to see if it's going to work for you guys. It worked taking it off. Let's see what I can't do putting it back on. I put a little bit of grease on that thing. Screwdriver's right direction. It's trying to go. I'm on there a little bit. Bye. In the perfect world, I'd have a second person here pulling on this while I hit it with the hammer and moved it like that. But I don't have that luxury today. Kind of got to do it this way. I think I got it. Yes. Okay. That worked. All right. That got it set down in there. Then I'll just got to reconnect my lines here and kind of straighten up my boogery spot. So we're running. The vehicle is running. It would run before, but let's see. It's coming up every time now. Okay. Okay, let's see if we got fuel pressure on the way up. All right, let's see here. Backing out of the old Stallaroo. Well, see what happens there. All right. Well, so far the light's staying out. The car's running really well. We're gonna have the customer pick it up, drive it, hope for the best. I think we've got that thing nailed down. I'll know in the next coming weeks, if they come back with it, but I think that's going to fix it. It runs a whole lot better. Fuel pressure staying up now. It was dropping back and just weird codes coming out of it and all that. So we'll see what happens. Thank you for tuning in to We'll Fix It Team, guys. Have a wonderful rest of the week. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and the share.